It's a huge war going on right now for the shift in the gameplay of NBA 2K24. Now, right now, in each community, it's a guessing game. I'm for all communities because at the end of the day, I'm an adapter. I really look for a good dribbling game. If it's like, let's say if the dribbling was like similar to 17, let's say the dribbling was similar to 19, similar to 20, games I enjoyed the game, regardless of if Dribble Gods was in the game, I still enjoyed the mechanics, the functions of the game, how you crossed over, how you moved, how you shot the ball, etc. So I'm just looking for a good game that can function properly and everybody can have fun, regardless of if they're individual. See, I don't be mad if somebody has a different play style. It's nice like that, you know. It's like it's good. It's good that you can have unique individuals all together and their play styles playing out different. It's just like how there's different players, different play styles in the NBA. It's getting hot on the streets, on 2K streets. Gaming got ruined when people started playing casual games like they were esports, then blaming the majority of the player base who play video games for fun for all the problems in the game. Now, this is a crazy subject that's going on right now in the 2K community. It's about casual players versus the good players. Now, 2K ultimately, I understand where this guy's coming from, DBG, but 2K ultimately, right? We're going to go on and read to what Steezo said soon. But 2K ultimately made their game become that when you add in the E-League. And your E-League is the main number one thing you care about. You didn't add in a Park League to where Park players was able, creators was able to come up. That's so easy. Just like how they do Community Day, why not make the creators go against each other and make it a showdown spotlight thing? That's so easy. That's so easy. And that would have went. You guys can still construct it, control it. You guys don't have to have it to where, oh, the creators just control it. You guys could have did your thing around it. They made a 2K E-League for pro players. You're signing a contract. You get to go move with a team, whatever the case is. It's just like how the NBA is. So you can get that little NBA nostalgia feel too. Like you're a pro player and you're like, yeah, you're top dog of the league. And there's people that are not pros. You see what I'm saying? It's a separation that comes with that. So ultimately, that made people go into comp mode and go hard body. Because 9 times out of 10, when people are just playing 2K for over time, how long can somebody just play 2K for free and just for fun? When there's real life reality, we know this, that this exists. So people have to choose, okay, damn, if I'm not going to be able to dive into my hobby, the game, something that I like to have fun on and enjoy and just clear my mind and just enjoy time, if I have to work so much, you know how all these things come in. So some people, when they're playing, they want to get themselves good, so in hopes maybe they could go to the E-League because it's a video game. You know, it's not like the NBA. It's a difference. If you get nice on a video game, some people can really feel themselves, right? E-League brought that here. They changed mechanics from the E-League entirely. I've been making videos for a minute saying this. The E-League, once it came in 19, after 19, they changed mechanics entirely. Like the whole shift to 2K. The first quick step badge came into play. People got to really look at all these details from back in the day that what didn't exist before. They changed certain stats, put this stat here, put that stat here, more to a comp setting. Oh, this person makes a bite off, like more to a comp setting instead of how it used to be. Like it used to go back and forth, you used to feel it. It's different. Let's get on to what Steezo said now. Because Steezo is arguing with the devs, if anybody doesn't know. Now, I don't consider myself an old head. I'm like a all in between. On the right, I'm like a balanced head. I don't even know what a word to call it. But it's like I'm on both sides, all sides. I got kids. Like I can't be the type to just knock things that is like certain fun. Like I can just see other way people have fun, you know what I mean, and adapt to it. It's not, or enjoy their creativity. So I don't never be going against the dribble guys. And maybe sometimes they may feel that it depends on social media. Be like that anyway. So many people would think they're just being sneak dissed or something just towards them, because that's just how social media is. Depending on the context you writing about. Gaming got ruined when they started letting casuals have a voice or giving a fuck about anything they say. Now, one, would I agree on Steezo's first line, what he's saying right here? I would say that parts of the game got ruined, because we still all hop on the game, we all still play it and give it tries. I would say parts of the game got ruined, or more things, they took away a lot of things, because what they call casuals is just the average player who gets on the game. He's not connected with a community. This is what I tell people all the time. There's players that get on this game, they're not connected, they just playing play now. I remember I used to be like that. I just get on 2K to play now. I didn't even know there was a community and people existing. They was hopping in the parks and everybody had their own individualities, and oh, it's this person and that person, he does this, he does that. 17 was like that, yo. People respected it more. It's weird now. Everybody's trying to like attack each other's play styles. Like, do y'all not see this? Like, if you go look at 17, man, everybody was still meshed together in weird ways. Like, it's weird how to explain it. The comp players are still together with some of the ISO guys. Man, now it's like more competition. It's crazy. But I'm already taking myself out that game by I'm gonna be a balanced person and do it how it was done before, where things worked out smoothly. The casuals, they don't know shit. Their opinion or any catering to their liking should never matter. They don't play the game enough to know what's wrong or what should be changed. Once again, this is true. I'm not gonna knock when somebody says facts. Casual players who hop on and just play okay after work, after this or that, or you're not too tapped in with a community. Yes, because I told you guys, I said this a lot. There's a lot of players who will play this game and they'll be like, damn, 2K. And you have to understand logic behind a person's mind. If somebody's like, damn, 2K, they're already pushing that blame that they missed that shot when they shoot, because that's what they say. Damn, 2K. And at times, like, if you're a good player, you can tell how the windows are in 2K when some players, they just shot and the guy was already too close to him and he shot it too late. He should have shot it a little bit earlier and he probably would have got the window and it would have felt better, him pressing the X button with his thumb. You see what I'm saying? Like, I could tell there's a lot of people, they don't be getting that's what it is. And then I don't have time to tell people that, and I'm not trying to coach everybody, because that's how some people will feel. Sometimes they feel like it's 2K based off of how they player felt, but it's like, no, they have a new system in their game that they added to change the shooting, just so we can feel that a little bit of distress on us when we're playing. And that's basically their skill gap right there, what they're adding. Whoever can get that down packed and know that muscle memory. It's the same way how you know how to dribble as an ISO god, and certain players can't. They cannot put that together. That's basically like a 2K skill gap within itself. I always say, imagine if they just... No, ISO gods will still learn, because it's just about putting patterns together and combos together. So that's the skill gap within itself too. There we go, right there. All right. So the casuals, yes, they will not know certain deeper details to the game like that and will not care for it until they do come across maybe a content creation video. And I've made so many people better in the game of 2K. So many people, just simple things they looked over, they looked past that. Even the players who know how to dribble, the players who know how to shoot good, they know the simple things. They know it in their mind. You know, some people just learn different. But majority of the game is casual. We need to do shit for them, bro. They are the effing casual. They're gonna play regardless. After they get off work, they like basketball and the NBA, they will play regardless. Casual equals anti-skill. So what he means by casual, because I'll clear it up, because Steezo really, at times, he be talking like, he'll talk like, it's like shit talk in a way. So it's like, sometimes I do it myself too, so it'll throw people off from the message. So sometimes I don't like to do that all the time. I try to catch myself, but it'll throw people off the message of what you're trying to say. Casual peoples will just hop on sometimes, even if they say, 2K's trash. Sometimes they got the homies, they'll just hop on. They're not hopping on within a deeper aspect, looking at the game like what could be touched. Like, even a casual could like this aspect of a high skill. You know, that balance has to come. It used to be like that. 17, it was still that. I'm telling you, noobs used to take their ass whoopings. They was like, they would want to get better. Like, nah, man, it used to be a little bit like, nah, it used to be different. People's passion toward the game of 2K. But what he's saying here is, just like in Call of Duty, aim assist, right? There's players who don't use aim assist and they may have a mouse and a keyboard, right? They may not feel the effects of it. There's players who use controllers. There's an argument about that. They try to say aim assist is a thing that's for casuals because it helps you basically get the shots to align with the opponent. So there's things like that that's in the game that's made, that's created. Why I always break this down. It was just like how whites was in 2K. I used to break this down so good. I was like, yo, 2K gonna have to change it. Like the way I used to make the whites videos and they used to go viral, I'm like, and it's changed. It's like all greens now in a way. You can't make whites, but it's kind of easy to shoot once you get it. But then they changed the movement, so it feels like a weird sluggish to where people honestly are not liking this new movement. I understand it. I get it. I'm learning it and still adapting to it, but people are not liking this new movement system. Some player can still move the same, ISO guys or not, whatever the case, but still they're not still liking the natural up. Like if they was to look back on games and rank from the nostalgia level how they felt playing it, that's what I mean. Not to say that, oh, it's entirely just terrible, but so same within 2K, they had whites in the game, and the whites are to help players knock down shots. Think about it. When you're so good, really sit back and think about when you play against like regular casual players, you know they hop on the squad. And pay attention to that when you start playing them and look how bad you're beating them. Look how bad they are at doing certain animations. Pay attention to how far that skill gap of players who sit and take time to learn it and sweat. It's like a deeper time we get to put in that they could never put in, really, in honesty, unless they did get taught by somebody real quick and they're fast learning and they, you know. But there's players that's really like still, they've been playing for 2Ks for years and still can't get certain animations down pat. Like I'm telling you, I'll be honest with you, I'm like a testimony. I didn't know how to momentum for a while in the 2K. Like this, just the sticks, like the coordination. Trust me, if people can't do certain coordinations in real life with basketball or certain sports, it's the same when it comes to a controller and having to put these, like I'll be trying to tell people that, putting that together. So really understand that. So they had, it's like, you can't, I don't think on a market sense, they could really just probably make a lot of money off the sweaties. We say this all the time. The sweaties say this all the time. Oh, we the ones who put the most of the money in the game. Who knows that statistic wise? We don't know how they get all their statistic stats and line it all up together and say, okay, this is who buys it more, casual players. We don't know. But I wonder if it's a gaming thing to do that for, what do they call it, user friendly? You know how they say family friendly, like that type of thing. Maybe it's like that, so players can still get the experience of getting a kill. Because there's some players who hop in a Call of Duty game, they're getting 2 kills a game. Like, yo, y'all have to look at those differences. Some 0, they leave the game. Same with 2K, they can't get a bucket at all against sweaties. Passing lane still, that's it, gone. 2 points maybe because somebody got a dunk, because the dunks are just OP in the game, but the random got the dunk off and everybody's like, oh damn, I missed them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So they have to cater to that side. Maybe it's more money because it's a lot inviting new people in, and it'll keep them on or something, you know, keep them as long as they can score or get something. Think about if they really can. In 2023, it kind of was like that for them. It was. They can dunk, but when it came to shooting, everybody is terrible shooters. Like, it's crazy. The randoms, every casual random guy, oh man, you'd be blessed to find some good ones. A casual just wants to hop on without playing or practicing and have fun, win games, so they can hate anything that takes skills, that doesn't let them compete. Catering to them makes your game less skill-based and trash. See, he has it break in segments, so I gotta go through it in segments. I can't say it's not true. I can't say it's wrong or not true. I just know, and I can say that there are a community of people who really don't want to invest that much time into it. You know, it may just be they like the way how when they do get on and play it and they're in this little fun state of playing it with their homies, you know, that's what they like. I be telling people a lot of times, like, playing the video game solo by yourself is not just fun to everybody. Like that, sometimes, okay, that could be the sweat, but some people do like just the fact that they're on the game with their homies, they talking shit in the mic. It's like a little club. It's like people get on Clubhouse. People go to the clubs. It's just we are doing all this stuff on the internet now, so people do enjoy these things. So that's there for that. That's why there will always probably be an argument, because everybody's not going to reach the level of being a sweat or being that skilled with the sticks. That's things I had to realize. To people that do it all the time, come on, like that's what it is. When I start doing teaching stuff, it'd be like you'll realize how much people really don't know certain things, or they're just not to that point, and you'd be like, damn, this shit like simple to me, like so it's like that. So he's saying 2K is basically trash because they're catering to the casuals. That's when they used to have the whites in the game. A white was for a casual. I always used to say it. Because it's like they'll give you whites when you're wide open. You can make some tough, crazy whites, and it depends if you have takeover and stuff like that. But you can, most of the time when you were wide open, they would let whites just drop, like crazy whites drop. Especially if you knew your timing and you didn't time that bad, they will let certain percentages of whites drop. Like this percentage, they'll let it drop. That percentage, they'll let it drop. And I'm like, okay, I see how 2K is doing a new system. And I would look at it like, all right. Because each year will get different with the whites. Then they completely took it out. Made it very, very simple to shoot in 2K if you get your timer correct. And then they made it a certain feeling, like if you don't get it correct, you would feel it. You would know. Like I be knowing when I'm missing in this game because it's just a certain feeling, like how it comes off your hand and how your player looks when it's coming off. It's like you feel it, especially on early time. And I use early timing just for the people to know. All right, now go back. Listen to motherfuckers who actually play the effing game at a higher level and play a lot. We know the issues. F the casual Fs. I love you all. I'm the big. See, that's where they just gonna be like, they gonna out his message completely. This guy was like upset with it. He was hurt with it. Where is it at? Where is it at? He was hurt. The single most deftone tweet I have ever seen. So now Steezo's gonna be in a battle with the old heads and I guess in the Sims. I don't know. They got this community. The communities is all over the place now, separated the people. People just need to bring it together and that'd be fun. Competition, it'd be all fun. That'd be nice. The single most deftone. I think competition is fun. Like I'm not at the point where I can take a L. You know what I mean? It's just the rush you get when you're in the moment. Like that's what people have to start liking that. And then it's like, okay, you'll start to realize it, and maybe whoever you was playing, how the nostalgia felt, that matchup, that battle was great, like, you know, stuff like that. People have to start enjoying that instead of the, I don't know, the secret. Let me see. I get it, we're all entitled to an opinion, but this is just flat out wrong, while literally saying F you to 97% of the player base. Now, I liked it not to like be drama, but I liked it just so I could find it in my likes. That's how I usually do stuff. So I could find it in my likes and then make videos on it. Because I'll see it, a little skimmage of it on Twitter, then I'll come and break it down. So then we're going to go over to the last of it. This lets me know, like, yo, it's literally a battle. Like, Steezo can come and do what he does each year on the game. Because Caesar, he was saying stuff like people don't know things, but he wouldn't say that to me. He wouldn't say, yeah, this OG guy doesn't know what he's talking about at all. Because I understand just simple logic. Like, Steezo does what he does every year. Look at this. First off, Caesar quotes a post like this. Old heads is a slur at this point. Steezo always says it. He said, old head hoop dreams. He always goes in on anybody who playing realistic. He calls it the old head hoop dreams, right? So he said, old head is a slur at this point. Two people can be the same exact age, and if a person is a fan, they won't call you an old head out of respect. It's OG. Right. That's true. Don't tell somebody, because that's what people do with me sometimes, if they respect you. And then if not, they'll do it. But I really don't care. That's not nothing. That's old. Like, you can't get mad at that no more. Then he said, thank you. So this just shows Caesar as a dev is on the side of the sim. I guess that's the community here in the old, and the side of the old heads. And he is an older head guy, so come on. He been saying 2K been out for a while, working on it from Sega and Dreamcast. They be talking. I've seen certain little stuff that people always be liking. They be popping up on my stuff. That's why I still follow people. I follow a good amount of people so I can see these things on my timeline just pop up. Then he said, doesn't make it wrong or right. Just different people who play the game for 10 hours a day, 6 or 7 days a week, are going to have vastly different expectation than those who engage 2 to 5 hours a week. This would be the case for anything. Okay? So, there has been a crazy Sum up the facts to sleep on comp creators. 2%, 3 of players. Casual, all others. 90%, 88 of players. Damn, that's it. He just said the facts to wrap up this video. He just said the facts to wrap up this video. If that's literally how the statistics really are, because when you think about it, it's just like how when you look at the rich versus the poor. Let me put it like that. In this analogy, people should don't think of it just as money aspect, and just look at what I'm saying as in the casual players are the poor players, because the elite players, that's that 3% that he's talking about, would destroy the casual players with ease. Like they really would not have fun. I be saying that when I play against certain noobs in the game. I be saying that, like, yo, all right, you ain't gonna have no fun. Watch this defense clamp them up. They don't have no fun. Like, he's just shooting the worst shots. You could really make them have a bad experience on the game, just playing them over and over and over. If they have to keep playing you, they're gonna have a bad experience. Well, that's why people used to run. It's simple logic, like, to understand. That's why people would run. Just like if we was in the wild and you was the lions and they was like the deers, they running. They're not about to sit and try to keep going at the lion. You see what I'm saying? That's just simple logic. 17, they used to let us beat them up like the news, but some weird stuff happened once records started coming in and all that. So, damn. Once I seen this just hit it. I like, oh shit. No wonder they cater to the casuals. No wonder. Look at that number. And you gotta think about it. Some people just buy 2K because it's a trend. Oh yeah, let me buy it. Oh snap. Oh, can make a little mod player, the way how they do the little thing, and they're not really deep into a community. They don't care about that. They in a real life community or something. Like, you know how you see the real life memes and quotes, and people, they be in them comments and stuff like that. But they still got 2K and they little mod player, and it really be like that. I'm telling y'all. Because I have friends that play 2K, and I see how they still had their mod players and stuff. They just didn't know about the community or nothing like that. They didn't know certain things, Zens. They won't know stuff like that. That's crazy. I see why now they cater. And this year they tried to make it like comp, but they need to just revert back. They've been trying to make it like that, but just revert back. Like, my playstyle can be played even if there was glitchy dribble moves and stuff like that and ISO stuff. That doesn't matter to me. I want a balanced game that everybody can have fun. Everybody can have their playstyles and the game is coordinated. They need to be on that type of technology. That's the time I'm on. So, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I got more coming soon for y'all. But this is big on the NBA 2K24 gameplay. It's like everybody's waiting to see what they gonna do. This has been the third cycle of this.